Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Happy Wednesday, second grade, and welcome back to our PBS classroom. My name is Mrs. Vane. I'm so excited to have you join me so that we can become amazing readers and writers. And actually, I should be saying so that we can be ready for third grade, because you guys are becoming amazing readers and writers, and I know that you'll be ready for third grade. Boys and girls, I have another book to share with you guys. Now remember, I went to the library, a school library, and I went to the Thomas School Library, and I went around and chose books that I haven't read before that I thought you guys might like. So today, I'm going to share a book called Red Shoes by Karen English, illustrated by Ebony Glenn. Have you read this book already? Some of you guys have. Oh, some of you haven't. I haven't read this book yet, but this is a book about a little girl named Malika, and she gets these new red shoes, and she wears them everywhere she goes. And then one day she noticed that her feet is pinching when she's walking. Do you know what that means? That's right, the shoes was getting too small for her. So she gives them away, and guess what? Those shoes ends up in Africa to a new girl. Isn't that amazing? Can you imagine all the story that goes with items like your shoes? So boys and girls, if you want to read about this journey of the red shoes, make sure you are checking out this book on Sora if you have the Sora app, or at your county library, or at your school library. And guess what? Some school libraries are doing book fairs. See if you can find it at the book fair and buy it if you want to read about the journey of those red shoes. All right? Okay. Now, boys and girls, speaking of Sora, if you are using the Sora app this week, we were counting down the top 5 schools with the most read minutes. So the last couple of weeks, schools were doing what we call a digital reading challenge, and we were looking at the minutes that kids were reading. Now, this week, we will focus on the elementary division of which schools came in our top 5. Are you guys ready to see which school came into number 3? Is it your school? We'll see. Coming in number 5 was Ainsworth. 4, we found out yesterday, was Turner. Coming in at number 3, let's see, Manchester Gate. Awesome job, Manchester Gate. I can tell you guys were really reading on Sora, so continue reading and doing a great job. Good job, Manchester Gate. Now, don't forget, boys and girls, with reading comes writing. And boys and girls, I haven't seen any letters or emails from you guys. And remember, when you write to me, I send you some of these fine activity books. And these two are 2 different Curious George books. So if you love Curious George as much as I do and want these activity books in your home to make your brain stronger, make sure you're writing to me or emailing me using the address that you see below, and I'll send you one of these fun activity books. Now, don't forget to include your home address or your return address so that we can send this out to you. All right? Okay, boys and girls. Now, are you ready to make that brain strong? Yes, you are. I know. So let's make that brain strong by practicing our listening skill. You're right. Let's turn those listening ears up, because when you hear sounds, we can read and write with sounds. Today, we're just going to practice our phoneme blending. That's why I'm going to give you some sounds. And if you need to, use your arm, blend them out. If you like to tap them out, you can tap them out. Or if you like to use dots, what I like to use dots, and to blend them out, you can. Lots of different ways to help you blend. Okay, ready? I'm going to use my arm today. Ready? Okay, I'm going to go really fast because you guys are really good at this. Ready? In. What is it? Napkin. I went fast, didn't I? And napkin has 2 syllables. Did you notice that? Good listening. Okay, next set of sounds. Ready? T, I, N, E. What is it? Tiny. Good job blending. Okay, last set of sounds. Ready? D, O, N, T. D, O, N, T. What is it? Donut. What is it? Donut. Good job. And that had 2 syllables. How did you do? Thumbs up. Good job training those listening ears. Okay, now let's go into our focus instruction this week. Now, remember, we are done with our sound spelling card, so really just focusing on syllable types. In 2nd grade, we work with 6 syllable types, and the 2 that are what I call the one that we can use the most often is the open and closed syllable. And learning syllables will also help you learn to decode and write what we call multiple syllabic words, which are just words with more than 1 syllables. And by doing this, boys and girls, it's going to help you read accurately and fluently. So let's quickly go over our syllable rules for open and closed again. So remember, when it's a closed syllable, that just means the vowel is closed in between 2 consonants, so that makes that vowel a short vowel sound. Okay? When it's an open syllable, there's a vowel and then a consonant. So we divide between the vowel and the consonant, and there's nothing behind that vowel, so we call that an open syllable. So when it's an open syllable, that tells our brain that it's a long vowel. And that's how you know if vowels are short or long, by looking at those patterns. So let's practice. Here I have some letters, and I'm going to go really slow because when you guys become fluent readers, your brain does this automatically, and it does it really fast, and you guys don't even know that's happening. But I'm going to go really slow so that I can show you what your brain is doing. So if I come across this word, the first thing I'm going to see is my eyes are going to go, oh, I know A is a vowel. I'm going to put my vowel there. I is a vowel. I'm going to put my vowel there. That's what my brain is doing. And then it's going to go, oh, and I see that there are 2 B's, and those I know are 2 consonants. So in my brain, I know, oh, I know that there's 2 vowels. There are 2 syllables, because when we have every syllable has to have its own vowel sound, I know I can divide between the 2 consonants to help my brain read. And when I read this, I know, oh, close in, short vowel, close in, short vowel. My brain automatically chunks them into smaller parts. Rabbit, put it together, rabbit. Did you know that that's what your brain was doing? It was. Your brain just does it a lot faster. I'm just going a little bit slower to show you. Now, let's practice with the next word. Okay, again, how many vowels do you see? 1. And actually, this is a tricky one because the Y is at the end, and I'm going to change this a bit. The Y is actually it makes a long vowel sound. So I'm going to change that to a red vowel so that you guys can see. So 2 vowels, I know 2 vowel means 2 syllables. Okay, now if you look, there's a vowel, a consonant. So let's put my consonant up here. Do you guys see how I'm doing that? Because that's what your brain does. It just goes so fast. You don't realize that. And because there's a vowel and a consonant and a vowel, my brain goes, oh, and then I change it this way. The B and the A together, it's what we call an open syllable. The A is going to say A, and the Y, we know, says E, because when the Y is at the end, it usually says E. Put it together, B-A, B-E, put it together, baby. Right? Just like that. How did you do? Awesome job. Okay, now, if you wanted to spell a word, let's say I'm writing, and I want to write the word moment. My brain goes, moment. Ooh, 2 syllables. Let's break it up. First syllable, mo. Oh, I know that. That's O. You see that? So I know that that's a open syllable. Good. Next syllable, ment. Oh, I know that. And ment is actually also a suffix. Did you know that? And you'll learn that in 3rd grade. Mint is meant. Good job. Now put it together. What's my word? Moment. And that's how I can write using my open and closed syllables. Did you see that? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now let's practice reading and identifying or listening to those short or long vowels. Remember, if it's a short vowel, it's going to be a closed syllable. If it's an open vowel, it's going to be a long syllable. Okay, so let's read these words and let's see if we can sort them in the correct spot. Ready? This is cotton. Closed syllable. Good job. Oops, let's put this on. Next word, item. Open. Good job. Long vowel. Keep going. Kitten. Closed syllable. Lazy. What do you hear? A. Good. Open syllable. That's the long vowel. And last one for today. Photo. That says F-O. Long vowel. Photo has an open syllable. How did you do? Awesome job. Now, if you have time, I want you to finish sorting the rest of the words by yourself. And let's see if you guys can listen to those open or closed syllables, long vowels or short vowel. All right? Okay, let's keep going, though, because we still have to learn or practice our high-frequency words. So let me turn my chart around. Remember, high-frequency words are words that we see most frequently all week. We have 10 words. Every day we have 2 that we are focused on. Oops, let's move this so that it's nice and straight. Our 2 words for today, help me read and write. Ready? Remember. Help me spell it. R-E-M-E-M-B-E-R, remember. Next word, someone. Help me spell it. S-O-M-E-O-N-E, someone. And guess what? Someone is a compound word. You're right. We quickly talked about compound words yesterday. 2 small words put together. Now, let's read our sentences. Let's see if you guys can help me put them in, these 2 words, so that it will make sense. Let's see if you guys can do it the first time. Ready? Will you to call me soon? What do you think? Will you someone to call me soon? No. Will you remember to call me soon? Yes. Good job. Wait until you can ask your questions. Wait until you can ask someone your question. How did you do? Good job, boys and girls. Okay, so we're not going to have much time for our compound words, which is okay because you guys are really good with compound words. Remember, compound words are just 2 small words put together like our word someone in our high-frequency words. Let's see if you guys can do this. I have words on this side, and I have some words on this side, and we were just going to put them together to make compound words. So school, note, high, book, and foot. Ready? School, ball, house, chair, book, or shelf. School what? I hear you. Good job. Schoolhouse. Schoolhouse is a compound word. Good job. How about note? Note, book. Good job. See, I know you guys know how to do that. Good job, boys and girls. Now, if you can, get those paper and whiteboard and finish matching up my 2 words to make a compound word. All right, you guys did a lot of work today, boys and girls. And I know you guys are going to do an awesome job with your teacher. So continue learning, continue reading, continue writing, because you guys are amazing. Don't forget to come back tomorrow so that we can continue practicing how to divide words into syllables to read. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
A brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.